Welcome back. I'm Calvin, Statue Fanatic, here with another episode of Collecting on the Budget. This is a show where I talk about collectibles that you can collect that won't break the bank. So let's take a look at what we have here. This is another figure from the Marvel Premiere Collection. This is Iron Man, sculpted by the great Claiborne Moore, one of my favorite sculptors from the 90s, and he's still sculpting today, does great work. What we have here is the box of Iron Man, and as you can see all the way around, it just basically has pictures of the statue itself, and on the back of the box it talks a little bit about this particular setup where it talks about his classic comic book version of the Iron Man suit that he's wearing. So without further ado, let's get started with the statue. Now here you have it. Iron Man stands about 12 inches from here, but 13 inches tall from the base to the top of where his left hand is. And as I look over the statue, I'm pretty happy with it. The sculpt of the statue is really nice. He's in a really cool dynamic pose. Looks like he's in the middle of some battle, holding off some enemy on one end and repulsing an enemy on the other end. It looks really cool. He's in his classic Iron Man outfit. I love the paint scheme on here. It's really bright, really vibrant, and it has the metallic finish to it. Makes it hard to photograph because there's so much reflection on it. This is actually the second one that I've gotten, because the first one that I got I wasn't happy at all with because the paint was really, really bad on it. But this one here, much improved. There are some issues with the paint on here, but nothing like the first statue that I got. Nothing at all like that. There's a lot of detail in the rocks and the rubble that he's standing on. Even these iron barbs that are going through this concrete right here, that looks pretty cool. Nice touch. And as I turn around, you can see he looks really good. On the very back side here, from his back, man, Claiborne Moore did a really good job sculpting this. I mean, his hand sculpted, and there's just muscles bulging all over the place. Same thing all around it. You can just see he's in this really, really flexed position where he's using all of his muscles, because you can see that right there. When you look at the suit itself, even though it's just two colors, there is a lot of detail in it, in his boots. There's a lot of line work here. You can see around the back of his neck. Really looks nice there. In the front, some of the bolts or whatever you have it there, you can see that. Pretty cool looking. And then his portrait is nice, very true to the comic, very comic accurate. I like that. And now, as far as what I thought could have been improved on this statue, and that is the paint application on it. Even though this piece is a lot better than the one that I had, I still think that as I look around, like his boots where they meet his leg, there's paint spill over here. The same thing on his second boot here around his gloves here. There's paint spilling over there. So I just think that could have been done a little bit better. And then when you get into the creases here, there is looks like some scuffing around here where the paint is kind of gunked up, and it doesn't look that great and the same thing here, that doesn't look that great. It's kind of the same thing happening. And one other thing that I was able to clean up that I thought could have been done better, and that is there was glue, because I can see where this was assembled. These are separate pieces. And there was glue on multiple areas that, as I rubbed it, it came right off, but still not very much, in terms of QC. Now, I know this is collected on a budget, but keep in mind, this statue is still $134, and that's not chump change to most people. It's not to me. And I would expect, based on all of the other statues that I have reviewed in this Marvel Premiere line, this should just knock it out of the park, because you guys saw last week I reviewed Cable, which was absolutely amazing. I'm going to be reviewing Deadpool. I did Psylocke from this line, and she was amazing. So I know these statues can look really well. This looks like a factory issue where maybe the same factory that did those didn't do this. I don't know. But I just know it could have been better. Overall, it's a really nice piece, and I think any Iron Man collector would be very happy to have this, especially if they get one that does not have these issues. And that pretty much concludes my review of Marvel Premiere Collection Iron Man. You can also see more of my Collected on a Budget videos over at Statue Fanatic, as well as here at MCE. So until next time, my friends, keep it marvelous. Peace.